to the LA Rams franchise. Today we start this brand new franchise. We're actually a quarter away almost through the NFL season, so more ratings has changed than normal. So the LA Rams were one of the worst teams as far as selection. I was out of that or the Arizona Cardinals. I picked the Rams because the Rams are missing a little few more assets than the Cardinals. And as far as the Cardinals have two first round picks coming up and all that. But as far as I feel like they have more potential. But as far as the Rams are in a full rebuild, they only have maybe two good weapons to work around, and if they keep them. But we're gonna go through the quick team right quick. Actually, I selected more players on the team. We have a 75-man roster. We're gonna start this in preseason, and I'm gonna edit every game from the depth chart and everything around it. Now, as far as we're still gonna keep Aaron Donald for right now, I'm gonna see him on a trading blog, see what actually offer him and all that as well. So we're gonna go through the team's salary and see how long they're here with us, and we can actually go upon with that. So starting off, we got Matthew Stafford. He's 35-year-old man as far as 80 overall, and he actually have 4 years left. So we can't just cut him because we will be eating a lot of money. Now I have picked up other quarterbacks because we actually going to do right now. We're going to be actually making a simcast of the games. I'm not playing the games or anything like that. We're not simulating the games. We're going to simcast it, so watching the entire game fully, and I do not have any control from who Stafford throws to or anything like that. So their injuries occur as far as simulation style. Now, we have five quarterbacks on the roster, even though we got Stetson Bennett that is on the roster, but we actually brought in Matt Carroll as well and two other rookie quarterbacks. So we're going to try them all out for this preseason as well. So we do have a room full. We're going to try everybody out for these next three games. We have a room full of running backs. I have 7 running backs, being that they actually let Cam Akers go. That was another reason when they actually let Cam Akers go. It was pretty, yes, that's the team that need to be rebuilt. Because without Cam Akers, who do they have? Not too many pieces. So Kyron Williams will be the starters coming in. And we actually have a whole bunch of other guys that are looking to try to build upon. Now, there only is 2 people on the contract, in Evans and Williams. But as far as I pick up these other pieces, young pieces, see if anybody can have some potential, show me something actually new I don't see. And as far as without him, we only have Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp is the big money guy that, as far as the 96 overall, has 4 years left and can't do nothing without him, I think. And we have Puka. Puka actually an upcoming star in this league. The receiver actually has an amazing beginning of the season. If it was up to me, it might have been Offensive Rookie of the Year if they give the receivers like that. But you can see what it can do. And as far as Van Jefferson, Tutu Atwell, and some other lower name players, actually I end up cutting DeMarcus Robinson, not my fan favorite as far as for me. So I was looking at other receivers, maybe try to step in and try to do something different. So we're going to go through all of them as well. As far as tight ends, we have a room full of tight ends as well. From the young guys and everything around it. But we still have Tyler Higbee and Hunter Long. We're going to see what we can do with them. And we're going to try to see if we can have a number 2 tight end come in the back and do something for us. As far as left tackle, we might need some work on the offensive line because they are a little here and there. Notebook will be starting, as well as A.J. Jackson's backup. And we're going to see what we can do with them. And as far as we have this rookie, Steve. As far as the rookie, actually they have selected in the first round. So we're going to see what we can do with that as well and see what he can do for us. He might be a good asset, but I did bring in a backup left guard if any injuries does happen. I turned the injuries up just a little bit so we actually have more realistic injuries occurring, so we have to adjust. We have the center coming in, not too strong. As far as Alex Leatherwood is going to be the backup. We have a lot of backups going to be. Kevin Dotson's maybe the second best offensive lineman at the moment. And as far as Rob, is an old man on the line, 31 years old, best offensive line we do have. But we're gonna see if we can actually have to make some moves real soon with him because he is star development, but he is on the other older side, and he's going to regress really quickly. And actually, something I will be speaking upon. So that's my offense that's coming into this new season. And as far as left end, starting for the defensive line, we don't have any. I would say it was no defensive lineman that actually can stand out for me. So we're gonna have to find somebody this preseason. Somebody can actually do something. Mr. Johnson, Blacklock, and Lawrence will be splitting this. Let's see if we can start at the left end because the right end is solidified with Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald is the wreck havoc every damn play. Now he will be not playing any of these preseason games just to prevent injuries, along with Cooper Kupp will not be playing any preseason game snaps just to save him a little bit. But we will be starting all these other guys. We need to find someone else that can actually step up. As far as defensive tackle, we need someone to step up. Out of all of them will be playing every other snap, alternating them. Anybody can do what they can do. But we do have Mr. Turner with a 4-year contract still. And as far as the linebacker roles come in, we need some help there too. But we do have one good asset in linebackers. As far as these are not it, but I have picked up some more linebackers. See if we could actually someone can step up. I see this young man right here. He's 22 years old, so we can see these other younger linebackers go in. And Brandon Smith as well. Maybe we could do something to take Crowder pick up and Ernest Jones. And Brian Young is our new somebody actually I feel like can making havoc with us, do something well. The rookie that we have picked up, so I could do something at 75 overall, but he is a normal dev. We can maybe try to bump him up, get his developmental trait up. And cornerbacks, we still have Witherspoon, Shelby, Durant, and actually I picked up Dazzler Jr. And as far as everybody else, it's more younger basis. Try to look for the younger side of things so we can actually try to build upon anybody. Johnson, third, Russ, and these other players. We're just going to see if anybody can step up and do their role even better. So this is going to be the team with Cade York, the new addition, as well as our punter, 22 years old. Highest paid player, you should already know. And totally, it's Matthew Stafford. I mean, he is a big hole in our side. Just literally, his top 3 players are the players that actually won that crazy Super Bowl we had. But we're gonna see what we can do. The highest signing bonus is Stafford as well. But the oldest player on the team is Stafford. So, what do? You can't cut him. And as far as we have 4-year contracts within a lot of players still. So we got to work things out with them. And just going to progress with that. Now, as we manage everything from little things to big things, it's going to be all together. Go one step at a time. It's just an introduction. I'm going to go through a quick little league settings I'm going to go through. What I'm going to do is going to be all Madden simulation. Now we're going to do 11 minutes now. This will be, as far as Super Sim, do not play any games or anything like that. Just quick quarters going throughout. I will edit players getting into the game, but will not be playing any snaps. We'll try not to play any snaps because sometimes the game does bug. Accelerate clock will be on. Now we'll cool down the play calling because I do not want to see the same plays. I'm sorry, that's annoying. Now we're going to keep everything on because I will be controlling everything for them. Now, as far as trade difficulty, very hard. We're going to make this hard as possible. Let's not hear it be a cakewalk to win every Super Bowl. And the free agent impact is high because I feel like that is something that is true. We're not going to make it to the highest, but we're going to make it high because Players go what they like. Players go for the money. Players go for the team. Players go for the quarterback. Good example as far as Aaron Rodgers, something that we can do. And as far as everything will be slower than slowest. So we can do something. For us, injuries are going to be on, practice injuries on as well, but we reset all injuries off. So everybody's starting brand new. There is no type of Aaron Rodgers injuries. Aaron Rodgers is ready to go and ready to play. Progressive fatigue does not work in this game. I'm sorry. They say they fixed it, but I don't believe it. So as well, the free agency, we're going to do 3 players at a time, make it harder, and 5 players second rush stage. So you got to actually find out who you really like. So everything else is more or less the same. Now, these is something I've learned from somebody else. I'm going to show you a little bit in a minute. But as far as developmental traits, everything will be set. Breakout scenarios, yes, but we got regression as well. Because some players get better, some players get worse. So we're going to make that all work. If they're not playing good, they will regress. We're going to put over 500 star development, so everybody has a shot to get star. That's a lot of players in the league. So most players might have star, the younger players, and people that actually had good seasons that couldn't get 2-star. And superstar abilities will be on, and I will not be controlling any superstars on my team. Why? I don't want to make it Smurfy, and I just put the best abilities on players. If they get the ability, let them earn. They earn that ability. I'm not going to be switching back and forth. That doesn't make sense to me. So we got all that taken care of. And this is what I was speaking about. As far as regressions, I keep saying regression. So the XP sliders are something I learned from someone. And if you have it too high, they regress too fast. If you have it too low, they don't regress fast enough. So as far as quarterbacks and running backs and receivers, they regress really fast in this game because you always get the ball for them. But I don't want to make it as far as they just get the ball and then these top of the quarterbacks to stay alive forever. I want them to regress as well once they hit a certain age. Like, where do you see these quarterbacks when they're 33? On the downside. Because you can see the last couple of years, Phillip Rivers to a lot of other quarterbacks that actually came throughout. Eli did it as well. As far as they do regress, you don't catch them as much as you see them as more. But Joe Flacco is another one, and there's other ones out there. But everybody does going to progress, and they're going to regress. Just like the defense will do the same thing. And a big thing was the regression for older players. So how long does running backs last? 4 to 5 years. So eventually 3 to 4 years, around 30 years old, they're going to be starting to regress real bad. Like, they're not going to be in the league too long. You have a 33-year-old best running back in the game. No, it's going to be other running backs that step up, that actually do some more load. So that's more or less what this is telling you. Is actually players that actually regress will be regressing. Players that don't regress will not be regressing. So it's not no one player. So as far as we do the draft, everything will be the same. And when doing these gameplay sliders, I know the game loves to pick off the ball every damn time. So I'm going to control it a little bit, try to edit it out for how low I should go. Let me know what you think. The ball security, I did turn it down a little bit so we got more fumbles and plays actually come in. Turn down the field goal accuracy because I'm getting tired of the computer making every field goal. They gotta miss something. But I did turn up their power because they missing these 40-yard field goal from the 40 here and there, and they're too short because the game does not know when to kick a field goal or not to kick the field goal. So I'm just actually gonna keep the punt power on myself. But everything is turned up. The injuries was turned up just a little bit. And fatigue will be turned up. So people will get tired. If you keep playing them, they're going to get tired. Everybody will run the same speed, and it's a big one, penalties. So when you have rookies, they have the little tendencies to hold, to draw flags. So guess what? Offsides, false starts, holding, face masks. Those all going to be factor up as well. So trying to make it as real as possible. This is my team. I want to make it all as authentic as possible for anything possible that you can think of. So, as far as anything else you guys have, let me know. If you have a question, comments, or concerns, it'll all be for you guys. It's all for you guys. So next game, we're going to be playing the Chargers. We're going to have everything set up. I have everything set up for the next game. I'm not going to start couple players here and there, but we're going to work into the team. Sue can actually step up for this preseason, and we're going to do the cut dates and everything together. So let's keep going. Let's make this strong. All right, and I'm signing out.